Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into the latest immigration updates, covering key policy changes and trends as of February 28, 2025. Recent developments indicate significant shifts affecting visa applicants, undocumented immigrants, and marginalized communities. From faster K-1 visa processing times to stricter enforcement measures and terminology changes, the immigration landscape continues to evolve under the Trump administration. Let's break it all down. K-1 visa processing speeds up, but issuances remain low. The latest data shows a major improvement in K-1 fiancé visa processing times. In 2023, applicants faced an average wait of 13.9 months. However, by early 2025, this had dropped significantly to just 6.1 months, thanks to efficiency improvements at U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS. The shift toward digital filing and streamlined processing has played a key role in reducing wait times. Despite these improvements, overall visa issuances remain disappointingly low. In 2023, only 19,825 K-1 visas were issued, reflecting a 7% drop from the previous year. The Philippines remains the leading country of origin for K-1 applicants, yet its numbers saw a sharp 44% decline. Meanwhile, Mexico experienced a 40% increase in K-1 visa issuances. These fluctuations highlight the complex relationship between geopolitical factors and U.S. immigration policies. Further analysis will be required to determine whether these trends will persist. Trump administration threatens undocumented immigrants with criminal penalties. The Trump administration has introduced a controversial new policy threatening undocumented immigrants with criminal penalties if they fail to register with the government. Under this directive, any undocumented immigrant over the age of 13 who has been in the U.S. for more than 30 days without submitting fingerprints or registering could face fines or even jail time. Parents are required to register their minor children through an online form. Officials justify this policy by referencing a World War I-era law requiring non-citizens to report their presence, claiming it aims to encourage voluntary departures and enhance national security. However, critics argue it will spread fear in immigrant communities, driving many further into the shadows. While legal residents and certain visa holders are exempt, immigrant rights advocates worry about potential misuse of the registry system. Trump proposes Gold Card to replace EB-5 investor visa. In an effort to reshape the U.S. investor immigration system, the Trump administration has proposed replacing the EB-5 investor visa with a new program called the Gold Card. This initiative would require individuals seeking permanent residency to invest at least $5 million into the U.S. economy. The Gold Card would grant green card-like privileges and provide a pathway to citizenship. Supporters argue this policy could stimulate economic growth by attracting high-net-worth individuals who create jobs and contribute to tax revenues. Some also see it as a potential way to reduce national debt and make the U.S. more competitive for foreign investment. However, immigration policy experts question whether the administration has the legal authority to implement such a change without congressional approval, especially since the EB-5 program was reauthorized in 2022. The proposal has sparked debate over whether immigration benefits should be primarily available to the wealthiest applicants. Trump administration reinstates the term alien in immigration policy. A recent shift in U.S. immigration terminology has reignited debate as the Trump administration reinstates the term alien in official USCIS documents. This reverses a Biden-era policy that replaced alien with non-citizen in an effort to humanize immigration discussions. The term alien has been part of U.S. immigration law since the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952, but its usage has become increasingly controversial. Critics argue that the term is outdated, dehumanizing, and fosters negative perceptions of immigrants. Supporters, however, claim it is the most legally precise term and that avoiding it could create confusion in legal contexts. While largely symbolic, this change reflects deeper divisions in immigration policy and signals a return to a more hard-line stance on enforcement. Transgender immigrants face heightened risks under Trump policies. The Trump administration's stance on gender identity and immigration has left many transgender immigrants fearing for their safety and future. Recent executive orders banning transgender individuals from military service, restricting access to gender-affirming healthcare, and increasing immigration enforcement have compounded the challenges faced by trans immigrants. For many, deportation is not just a legal issue but a life-threatening situation, as returning to their home countries could expose them to persecution, violence, or even legal punishment for their gender identity. Reports indicate a rise in violence against transgender immigrants, both in detention centers and in broader society. Advocacy groups warn of increased risks of discrimination, homelessness, and economic instability for trans immigrants as legal battles over these policies continue. Looking ahead, legal battles and policy implications. As these policies take effect, debates over their impact on immigration, economic growth, and human rights are intensifying. Legal challenges and geopolitical factors will continue to shape future trends, but for now, uncertainty remains a pressing concern for affected individuals and advocacy groups. For more details on the massive changes to the green card process in 2025, be sure to watch the linked video. Thank you.